At my son's birthday, I found his cake in the trash. My sister sneered. He didn't deserve it anyway. I took my kid and left. The next morning, Mom called crying. Please talk to the venue before they cancel your sister's wedding. It's 7 a.m. I'm still in yesterday's shirt because I sat up half the night beside my 6-year-old, watching him breathe and trying to stitch words together so he wouldn't wake, knowing why everyone had gone home early and why his rocket cake had vanished. Mother is on the line now, sniffling about deposits and caterers and how Claire's whole day is unraveling. She needs me to fix it. She always needs me to fix it. What she conveniently left out was how Claire didn't quietly toss the cake away. She marched over while my son was mid-present, scooped the cake from the table, and hurled it into a trash bin in front of a dozen kids and their parents. When I grabbed her sleeve, she looked at me flat and said, "He's only 6. He won't remember this. But everyone will remember my wedding." The party folded 20 minutes later. Parents started texting, asking what had happened. My son spent the evening clutching the broken plastic rocket topper and fell asleep with the tears still wet on his face. Now Mom's saying the hall found out Claire hasn't settled the remaining $7,500 on her contract. They're threatening to cancel 3 weeks out. She wants me to call, to placate, to maybe front the cost until Claire sorts out her finances. I asked if Claire had apologized to my son. Silence, then Mom's thin reply. She's under so much pressure planning a wedding. You know how she gets. For the family, she added. Those words have cost me more than I care to tally, covering Claire's rent when she quit her job to reassess, bailing out her credit cards, co-signing a lease she later skipped on. I did all of it because family is what you do, right? But seeing the cake in that bin and hearing her say my child didn't deserve it cracked something inside me. I remembered something else. Last year, Claire begged me to co-sign her venue contract because her credit was shot. The events manager, Maria, knows me. I've run corporate events at that hall for years. She trusts me. One call could keep Claire's booking alive. My mother kept talking, but I tuned out, thinking about how Maria had mentioned Claire's attitude at planning meetings, rude to staff, demanding discounts, throwing tantrums. I told Mom I needed time and hung up. 20 minutes later, Dad rang, not to ask about his grandson, but to say, "Your mother told me about the hall. You have to handle it today." "Claire's your sister?" he said. Like that settled it. I asked if he saw what she did to the cake. "Kids bounce back," he said. "Claire only gets one wedding day," he added. That's when I clicked open my laptop and emailed Maria, professional and plain, the way we always spoke. I spelled out what happened at my son's party. The cake, the shame, the kids staring. Then I asked a single thing. Would she consider renting the hall to me on Claire's date so my son could have the celebration he deserved? I hit send before doubt could taste it. 3 hours later, an unknown number popped up. It was Maria, laughing. "We were already planning to drop Claire," she told me. "Missed payment, yelled at my assistant yesterday. We were about to let our lawyer send the letter." My pulse kicked. Then she said, "But I love your idea. Your boy deserves a proper party. I'll give you the hall at half price for that date, same package, and I'll throw in their premium rocket cake on the house." I asked if she was sure. "I have kids too," she said. "What she did was awful. This is me choosing who I want as a client." I sat with my phone in my lap for 10 minutes after we hung up, feeling oddly clouded and light at once. I texted Mom. I spoke to Maria. They're canceling Claire's booking for non-payment and unprofessional behavior. Good news. I booked the hall that day for my son. Tell Claire the date's taken. My phone went berserk. Mom called 6 times. Dad texted that I was being petty. My aunt lectured me about family loyalty. Claire sent one message. "We're done." I answered plainly, "You ruined my child's day." The next morning, a package arrived from Maria. A handwritten note saying, "Can't wait to celebrate your little man," and the cake sketch Claire had ordered attached. They were enlarging it for my boy. It was a showstopper. A 3-tier rocket with planets and edible stars, the very centerpiece Claire wanted for her wedding dessert. Now my son would have it. Mom begged me to relent, crying that Claire was devastated and that I was wrecking her life for one mistake. I told her it wasn't a mistake, it was intentional. Claire chose to humiliate my son. I chose to protect him. She warned I'd regret it when Claire married elsewhere and excluded us. I said, "Mom, I already know what I'm doing that day. I'll be watching my son blow out candles on the biggest rocket cake he's ever seen, in the hall his aunt thought was too good for him. The party's in 2 weeks. I bought him a new outfit, re-invited every child from the ruined event, and every parent RSVP'd yes. They remembered what happened. Now they're coming to celebrate the kid who actually deserved the cake.